Can you freestyle rap at all?
Not yet.
Doesn't it appear to be extremely coincidental that you guys arrest people right outside of Governor Newsom's press conference? Is this really just a show of power? Patriots, this is Secret Service Sam. Welcome to Samson's World, where court, comedy, culture, and the universe collide. This is a very hot show. It is frickin' Friday. You're not going to believe who I have on today. This man I became a big fan of because he really tells it like it is. Give it up for OG Matt from the town, Big Matt. What's happening, man? Hold on. Let me give you the...
How you doing, Samson? How you doing, man?
I'm great, man. I'm really good. So we were kind of talking. We'll wait for, people coming onto the feed. I was telling just how I'm just a huge fan of yours because the way you go off on people and you deliver a great message through it. I'll see somebody like some racist or whatever, and the video stops like, look, you pale-faced motherfucker who's never seen the sun in 18 months, and your mother probably fucked your brother's uncle. I was thinking about it this morning. I was like, you would be great in a movie where you're like what do you think, Uncle Leo? You're like, well, if you ask me, you should take that bitch and get her some straw.
the bitter uncle or the bitter grandfather or something like that.
I don't know. I don't even want to call it bitter, but man, I love what you do.
Thank you.
So tell people a little bit exactly. I know you're like a Marine, you served in our country, but how did you get started in all this social media stuff?
Well, I'm actually Army, no Marine.
Okay, sorry about that.
I scored higher on my ASVAB than most Marine guys. Just fucking.
Yeah,
Oh, well, Richard Pryor and George Carlin was influences in my life.
Okay.
My mom too. My mom is very instrumental because my mom, at an early age, when we would listen to comedy, she realized I understood the context, not the typical kid who hears bad words and giggles, the guy who was able to pick up what they were putting down. So she allowed me to express myself. And as long as I didn't direct things towards her, she allowed me room to grow, to express myself. And if you look at our culture, Black people's culture, early on, if you think about it, if we break things down from slavery, the physical component, slavery, the mental, something else that came out of that is watching how you talk, not having the liberty to express yourself. You know what I mean? Back in the days, if I was to talk how I'm talking right now, I would have a long neck from a tall tree. And most white people aren't used to someone blasting them out like that.
Yeah, that's what I love about your shit.
And the hidden gem is that as a veteran, I have total freedom in the sense of you can't call my job. You can't be like, your employer is over here. So a friend of mine told me that. He was like, dude, I wish I can say what you say because
the freedom. I love that one video when some guys goes, yeah, man, I'd like to see you serve your country. And you go, really, motherfucker? You talking about in Iraq? Boom. You're all like what
I hate about that?
You fire a bazooka. It was great.
I hate that because number one, I didn't save the video. And on Instagram, if you block someone, the videos you did about them, it comes down.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Yeah. So I was like,
I would have saved that for you. Dang.
Yeah, and I didn't get like a notification saying we removed your post. So I was like, after a while, it's like when people block you, if you respond to them, the video goes. I mean,
I didn't realize that. That sucks because that was that was brilliant. I mean, that's not, man. Somebody's got to have that.
Yeah, and saved it. But
and maybe downloaded.
So what I do is the method to my madness is that I have total freedom. I talk shit because I can fight.
Yeah.
I'm at the age where I don't really care about social norms.
Sure.
Uh, and a lot of people need to hear the truth.
Yeah.
A lot of people are afraid of the truth. There's a lot of people who, I have black friends. No, you don't. You know black people. If you have
Yeah,
black
I always
friends,
say that people have like, I'm friends, Andrew at work, I'm friends. And I'm like, yeah, but if you had Andrew over to your house and
yeah,
his kids, your kids play with his kids,
yeah, like you just
that's
know
all.
black people because,
Yeah.
I break it down like this. I say, you look at man and woman, right? How do we know what women like? You can't say you like women if you're not plugged in listening to them.
Sure.
To be
Yeah.
a better companion, I will never know what it is to be a woman, just
No.
like white people will never know what it is to be black. But it's not
Exactly.
even about knowing what it is
Mhm.
seeing the things that black people or women go through to
Mhm.
where you then can be a better asset to them. Well,
Yes.
I won't go with you. I will never go through what you go through,
Right.
but I know empathy, compassion, understanding right from wrong. I
Mhm.
understand that I can create a safe space for you. So though I might not know what it is you're going through, I do
Yeah.
see, I do understand, and I can give you shelter and compromise a lot of things to protect you.
Yeah. I
And
think if
these are
more white people could see how simple that is, how you just explained it, that
it's
because a lot of white people think, oh, but I don't need to feel guilty, and it's like, no, it's not about guilt. It's just about understanding. I always say, I'm an appreciator, not an appropriator. And I think if people would just appreciate it a little bit more, and you like look at me, you see me, like, I'm the whitest white guy there is. I can walk in anywhere. People always ask me like, do you own the place, or can you help me with my taxes? It's like all positive stereotypes. I'm Jewish. People think I got the money, can get them
yeah,
to the money. These are all good stereotypes that I walk into every building with. And I see my black counterparts where I'm like, yo, if we had a game show where it was like 9 out of 10 times, how many, the most dressed up black man, the most dressed up white man, the white man is going to get in 10 out of 10 times, where I guarantee there's going to be one time the black man gets stopped, even though he might be Jay-Z or he might be
yeah.
Obama, the
You look
president.
like someone, you fit the description of someone.
Yes. Yeah.
I want to
So
say something real quick. You brought up
sure.
something very important. Appreciator, the over an appropriator. I too, you're the first white guy I've ever heard say that because
Oh,
as a
thank
black
you.
guy, I tell other black folks stuff like, learn how to differentiate appropriation and appreciating because
Right.
we create a lot of stuff. Now, granted,
Everything. Mhm.
historically speaking, when we have been ripped off, there was nothing we can do about it. We
Right.
can't do nothing about it. We would get hung, right? We would get
Mhm.
lynched, we would get murdered.
Mhm.
So that creates a void of understanding our responsibility when we create. So when
Yep.
you create, it's more than necessarily protecting the rights of your creation, but it's also enforcing and remembering or reminding people where it comes from. And also with that allows you to learn like we know who's biting because it's cool or
Mhm.
who's doing it because they love it. One of
Yep.
the prime examples I use is Eminem because as an MC,
Yep.
I grew up in the culture
Oh, I
of
didn't know that about you. That's cool.
I do music. I just actually got finished doing a
I got my
verse.
hey, I got my
Uh,
drums right here.
I just got finished doing a verse for Afro. He's a
Oh shit.
yeah, he's a high ranking MC in the
Okay.
hip hop culture. My point is, when you look at Eminem, you can tell immediately
Mhm.
he doesn't appropriate.
Yeah, he
If
appreciates
you're
it.
into the culture, you know he studied hip hop to be a lyricist.
Yep.
That right then and there is the marker of he appreciates it. So
Yep.
you see a lot of people who aren't black who appreciate it.
Right.
And to go to what you said, like learn how to appreciate things
Mhm.
and see from a different perspective. Like
Yeah.
I grew up around white people.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? People are like, you hate white people. No, I don't. If you
No,
think
I
I
know.
hate white people,
You have a
you're
white
the
wife.
white
I've
person.
seen it.
Yeah,
But even you could still even have a white wife and hate white people. It's like Trump tries to say, "Hey, I don't hate Jewish people." Jared Kushner, people try. It's the same as I've got a black friend. You know what I mean? It's
yeah, that's that.
all
And
about the action.
I don't even like to use my wife because that's easy. Like,
Yeah,
oh, I
I
don't
feel
need
you.
white people. I got a white wife. Like,
Of
forget
course.
her. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
like, so
Mhm.
what it comes down to is the white people I talk about are the white people who have a problem, but they're the
Yep.
same white people who then try to throw to me what I say to them, like, "Oh, you're racist." Sorry,
Right.
That doesn't work on me. Because
Right.
if you were to say he's racist, some
Mhm.
white person would say black people can't be racist. They can be
Right.
prejudiced. They can't
Right.
be racist. But if I say you're racist,
Mhm.
everyone in the room stops and looks at you. So
Right.
it, I think some white people have not had this conversation.
Most
Um,
white people have not had this,
yeah,
because I was telling somebody the other night, I'm like, I understand that I look like the white person you think you should be talking to, that I look like maybe I, am that guy, but I'm not,
yeah,
so it's hard. A lot of times I have to let people know who I am because but that's the fun part. I'm a stand-up comic. So I get that stand-up comedy is all about surprise. So
yeah,
they love to see me come out and be like, "Oh, okay, he's not who he looks like."
yeah.
But but and I appreciate your compliment. You said that I'm one of the only people you've heard say appreciator instead of appropriator.
That's
But
dope.
that's also it's sad too, because I've
True.
seen that. There's very few, and I was just had this thought today. It was like almost a joke. Like, how often do you see a black athlete get on, doesn't have his black girlfriend anymore from high school or something, marries the 10 white chick? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? You never see white athletes ditch their white girlfriend and then marry a 10 black female. Like, so why are we not idolizing our black females or minority? It's interesting this, and my wife, you'll see her. She's just crispy bunny white.
yeah,
She's archetypical Southern. She's from Atlanta, white girl, blonde hair. She's beautiful. But I love black women. I love Latina, Asian. Like, I love all types of women. Like you said, I love pussy too. And
How
it's
old are
like,
you? How old are you?
49.
Okay, so you're a year ahead of me. So
Oh yeah, okay, nice. So
we came up in an era where what's happening right now
mhm,
wasn't happening back then.
right,
Like it wasn't. Some people, you better not bring that white girl to my house. But that was
right.
fear and far between. Like, I'll share something with you. So
Mhm,
my grandmother had a medical malpractice lawsuit. She got millions of dollars, moved from West Oakland to the Oakland Hills, right?
mm,
My mom, out of her children, only had me. And
mm.
all the rest of her daughters, they, like it wouldn't work out. The one after my mom, she already had 4 kids. So it was just like, my firstborn, my baby, your son, come stay with us. So I grew up in a rich neighborhood. What I learned early, I learned classism before racism.
Interesting.
I learned classism because I'm the only black kid around, all these rich white people, and I just
Right.
walk in their house. Like I walk in their house, go in their fridge.
Mhm,
It was never a problem. Like it wasn't like,
right.
oh, you can't go over there. Like they loved on me, right? But I
Wow.
also
Yeah.
go down to the hood where my cousins were at, and we
Mhm,
pump gas for a quarter, or do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like my
mhm.
cousin would go to, you would rip off Coca-Cola because Dryers used to make ice cream. Dryers is Coca-Cola, so he'd be
Right,
throwing
right.
ice cream, and we'll be in the hood partying like my dad was on dope. I was in crack houses all over. So I had the best of
What
both
a
worlds.
juxtaposition. Yeah.
Yeah, I had the best of both
Uh,
worlds. But when I transferred to the all-white school, because
mhm.
when we stayed in the hills, I was still going to Prescott Elementary School in West Oak
Okay.
with all the black kids, the Hispanic kids. We was
Yep.
just all having fun. I
All the
went to
culture.
all
Yeah.
white school, and that's when I started getting in trouble. That's when I realized
Mm,
they weren't playing with me. If I tried to play, they would take their ball. And I was like, and I had a fourth grade teacher, may she rest in heaven. Her name is Mrs. McBride.
mhm.
She would, in all schools, you got that one white, either she's a white woman.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't always the white guys. It was a white woman who
Mhm.
didn't care. Like, I don't care that you're black. I
Right.
don't care. Get your ass over here. And she told me everything. And
Mm.
I don't know how old you are in fourth grade, but this white woman told me that those kids,
10. I got my sons in 4th grade. So yeah, you're like 9 or 10. Mhm.
yeah, she laced my tennis shoes about racism and what I'm
Mm.
experiencing. And instead of being responsible, I was like, oh, so they don't like me. Now I'm going to give them a reason not to like me. I was an ass
Oh,
in elementary
wow,
school. But with
were
that
you a
being
big little kid in fourth grade?
said, say what?
Were you a big little kid in fourth grade? Because I mean, you're a big guy now. So like when you were
No,
younger, were you
this
a
is
big guy or no?
no, I don't think I was. I'm
Okay.
5'11". I mean, if anything, I don't think I was
I
big.
mean, I'm 5'7", so I'm kind of a little person. So
Yeah, no, I
5'11"
don't
is
think I
small to
was
me.
the big kid, but I learned racism after classism,
Mhm,
and at the age of 10, it's 38 years now of
mhm.
dealing with racism and understanding it. This is why I get pissed off when some white folks tell me that racism it does no, bro. Like I
Right,
learned this shit at the age of 10.
right.
You don't see it because
Mhm.
you're racist. And when
Yeah,
I tell
yeah,
people you're inherently racist, it doesn't come down to the N word. It doesn't
yeah.
come down to
No,
racial slurs. It is
right.
what here's an example. I don't know if you thought about this.
Mhm.
I've said multiple times at our
Yeah,
age, they don't do this. I don't think they do this shit now. It would be like traumatic. When I was in elementary school, not
yeah,
the white elementary school,
yeah. You're
black
right.
elementary
Yeah,
school,
yeah.
we used to watch Roots.
Okay.
So imagine little kids, black kids, watching white people beat them into submission. Like
Right,
one of the most traumatic things I've ever seen in my life, outside of getting ass whoopings from my mom,
right.
was a white guy making Kunta Kinte change his name to Toby. We
Yeah.
literally watched a person get beaten to submission. And
Mm,
we were taught that this was who we were. We were less than. The
right.
white people were number one. So at an early age, we're already being indoctrinated. And
Wow.
vice versa. The white kids are taught that they're number one.
Well,
Jane
yeah,
Elliott,
especially on the playground when you know how the playground is, it's all about who's the toughest
yeah.
and how much power does that give a little white kid to be like, yeah, Kunta Kinte, or like how
Until
quickly
you
are
get
the
punched in the
names
mouth.
right there. Yeah.
And then you get punched in the mouth. You know
And
what
then
I
you get
mean?
punched in the mouth, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, he's a violent kid. And you're like, well, what did this little white kid? I didn't do anything. He just punched me,
And
punched
that itself is racism because
Yeah.
the white kid instigated it. The
Yep.
white kid didn't know any better, but the white
Right.
kid learned a lesson. This is
Yeah.
all life lessons. You
Well,
come to
but
work late several
unfortunately,
times, you get fired. Like,
yeah, unfortunately, with all of our entertainment, everything throughout how the last probably 100 years, we've been also conditioned that people who look like me are the savior in the movie. I'm the one who you can trust. No matter what we do, I realize it's very hard to erase the image of white innocence. You
yeah,
know what I mean? Why? You don't see a lot of black men in the roles of this innocence of unless you have to emasculate that black man. I mean, if you look, and this is a deeper conversation, but I say this all the time. If you look on TV and in film, all black men are emasculated. You see Terry Crews, he has to hustle and shuffle and, smiling
yeah,
because
yeah.
he's so big, he needs to be palatable to Mary Jane and Savannah Georgia is like, oh, he's big and scary, but he dance. And
They
I
did it
don't
with
think most
John Coffey.
white people don't understand how much their minorities are being boiled down and just passed through, they don't want emasculation. That's why if you look all throughout, and we got Denzel's, of course, we have our, you know, action star and stuff, but it's, I don't know. I just see a lot of this stuff clearly, and it's hard because I feel like most white people don't want to have the conversation. They don't want to talk white privilege. They don't even want to talk about.
I tell people white privilege. I was like, forget now. White privilege is a group of people going against the federal government, losing and still keeping their land. That's white
Right.
privilege. The
Yeah.
Civil
Yeah.
War right there. That's
Yeah.
white privilege. I think, and that's the thing. White guilt is a real thing.
Hmm.
But I try to tell, white people who feel this way, white people, my wife told me this. My
Hmm.
wife, she says, white people don't see themselves as a collective.
Right.
That's the problem.
Yeah, they're like, I
Minorities,
didn't do that, man. I didn't own slaves, man. And it's like,
exactly.
yeah, and it's
Yeah,
not about you
and
didn't. And like, I think it goes back to
minorities.
understanding. People think you have to have guilt about something. It's like, no, you don't. It's just understand what I'm talking about and why I'm saying the things I'm saying, not just regurgitating some racist talking points. You know, it's just when white people don't understand that there's not the opportunities have not been afforded historically. So like the black culture has had to be catching up, you know, almost like the hurdles this high. No, it's this high, it's this high, it's this high. And for white people, the hurdles have remained the same height, but
Yeah.
they've been so focused running in their track, they've never looked next to the track to see the black people's hurdle keeps getting higher and higher.
Yeah.
They
And
say,
if
well,
they look at themselves as a
same
collective,
race. Yeah.
if they look at themselves as a collective, it would
Yeah.
be easier to talk, because the
Yeah.
moment white people see themselves as a collective, they won't feel as bad, because they will look at, oh, you feel that way? I feel that we all feel this way. Sigh of relief. Now let's have this conversation. Minorities, hey, Action Pack. How you doing?
I got some other people in the. I got Oso Miami. I missed a few of these. Let's see. Socially intellectual. Yeah, she was saying interracial marriage ending due to cultural
misunderstanding.
Yeah,
We understand each other.
I've had that. I mean, I know that's off topic, but I'm sure for you being married to a white woman, I mean, I'm married to a white woman, but I've had, you know, women. When I went to St. Louis, I had an experience where we were staying at the Ritz-Carlton, and I had two black females who were my producers, and one of them is Miss West Coast. Shout out to Latoya Rucker. She's Miss United States now. But the way people were looking at us, they were gawking, you know,
Like you're a white dude with two sisters.
Exactly. And even when I walked in one time with Toya, when Cynthia was in the room, she's so much taller than I am, and people are just like, what, how, why? Like even little girls are just like, you know, and in LA we don't really get that much. You know, you could be a clown with whoever.
Yeah, LA is like
same thing. But it's funny, I'm from St. Louis, and I notice racism more when you're with somebody black walking into a hotel or something like that. And I think that experience more white people should have is walk into places with people and try to notice, you know, what, you know, more your how it changes a little.
Yeah. Everything I hear on social media from black people, white people about me being in an interracial marriage, I don't hear that shit in real life.
Right.
And me, like who I am, like, you know, you're going to say it to my face, but I guarantee you're not going to have that. You're going to formulate this, it's not even going to be a question. You're going to formulate your opinion.
Right.
It's going to be safe for you. Like, well, my opinion, you know, that's cool, you know, but you're not going to say what most people say. Oh, you know, you with the white bitch and because like what I mentioned earlier, like I grew up in an era where, you know, you just cared if a person wanted to kick it with you.
Right. Yeah.
You know, like if a person spend time and y'all vibe and y'all get along, you guys hit it off. I've never been like, oh man, you are such a wonderful person. You're gorgeous. You're beautiful. Like we work good together. Like we bounce off each other.
Yeah.
We even had discrepancies where we've been able to sit down and rationalize and, you know, problem solve and we're still good.
Yeah.
But you're white. So I can't, you're white. So, you know, I just can't.
Yeah, that's crazy. No, you love who you love who you love.
I was into women way before all of this funny business. Like, you know, it invalidates people when people ask, well, what does she know about being black?
Right.
And what do you know about being white?
Sure.
You're only as good as your teacher and your ability to learn. End of story. If I put you anywhere with a manual, you don't know shit about nothing.
Right.
If you can learn, read, comprehend, understand, you're going to be all right. It's people, and I don't even push it on people. It's getting to the point where it's not even a question anymore. It's not even an opinion. It's a way for people to minimalize who you are as a person.
Yeah.
Because of a choice they won't do.
Well, they might be like, why is he with her? Something must be. Why is she with him? Something, you know, you're right. They want to just invalidate your.
Let me share something with you. You know Anthony Anderson, right?
Of course, yeah.
On my Instagram, I've met so many.
Yeah, man, I saw you have almost like 1 million on TikTok.
Yeah, and I stopped on TikTok, like, because I'm not getting views. I'm not, you know, like whatever's going on TikTok, I don't have time for it.
I know.
Instagram,
man.
I have a little bit more leverage and leeway.
Okay.
So Anthony Anderson, he hits me up. He was like, dude, you're hilarious. And I was like, hey, man, look, I'm just being me. This isn't, I didn't set out for any of this. I just realized I have freedom, social commentary. And like I said, I don't have a job. So I'm
Yeah, hey,
retired.
no,
So
hey,
people
I feel
can't
you, man.
call.
I'm sitting in the roof of my house right now, you know.
That's
It's all
awesome.
good, you know.
But Anthony Anderson, he says, hey man, it was like last night. Before I went to bed, I checked my messages. I was like, Anthony Anderson sent a voice message.
Mm.
He's like, hey man, you're dope. Real recognize real.
Wow.
You're from Compton. I mean, you're from Oakland. I'm from Compton. We're all in the same gang. We together. He said, but man, you need to get your ass a job. But he said, then again, that white woman taking care of you. And my wife was like, oh my God. But comedically speaking, I was like, I think that was pretty cool. It was like, playing on the stereotypes. But one of the stereotypes is that my wife takes care of everything, you know, like.
Yeah, of course. Hey, me too. My wife's got it. My wife's a speech therapist.
Oh, that's
I'm
awesome.
a comedian. Yeah. I've now worked, I'm an editor, producer,
you work, that's your job. That's your job.
Yeah, I mean, and I also got to pick up my kids, drop off my kids. I got 3 kids, so if one of them gets sick, I'm the one. Yeah, just like you too. You got it.
I don't know, but come back in a minute, okay?
Can you buy me something?
I'll think about it. All right, this ball. All right.
Oh, cute.
That's my boy. That's the honey.
How old is he?
He's 6.
6? Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, my youngest is 10, and I got a 13-year-old daughter and a 16-year-old son.
Oh, okay.
I know how it is,
These kids, they want everything, but none of your time.
Oh yeah, I know. And it's just money. It's so expensive. My daughter, I was paying $300 a month so her and her 3 friends can be in a band. And there's a guy who's producing their music. The shit sounds amazing. And she's like, Dad, I just don't know if I really want to be in the band. And I'm like, bitch, do you know I would kill I'm going to start paying this guy to help me produce my music.
Yeah, like, I mean, if he's producing.
I know. Isn't it always the parents are like, I don't want you doing that devil stuff. If I hear you play, you are going to be a doctor. I'm like, I'm trying to like encourage the arts. I'm like, this is expensive. So,
and you know what? See, we were raised by boomers, I'm sure. So
yeah,
how we are, if you want to do it, back in the days, we couldn't do nothing.
No, they were like,
you ain't going to waste my money tap dancing. You're just going to do it for a week and stop. Now I encourage my kids. Like my son, he's into music.
Yeah.
Gene plays soccer. He does gymnastics. I'm like, do it. Like whatever you want to do it. I got you.
Yep.
I got you.
I agree with that. Well, I think you're gonna have some great stuff. I want to play this one video you had so people can just check it out. Hold on.
Which one?
Sometimes it just seems like this app is full of whores and retards.
You shouldn't talk about your mother and father like that, man. Granted, they're brother and sister. Your mother could have swallowed you. Or had your father, her brother, blow his load way deep in her dookie blaster.
Yeah.
Or your father could have been startled by someone knocking on the door. Probably their parents wondering why him and your mother are in there making funny noises. In which case, you should be a little bit more respectful to your parents. They're both on Instagram, right? And so what if your mother was a streetwalker? She sold that beef curtain to put hamburger helper on the table.
Which is good.
And your father.
Yeah, when you said sold that beef curtain and put hamburger helper on the table, this shit is hilarious. That's what I love, man.
But you know, why is he
write your shit before, or you're improvising?
Oh, dude, I shoot from the hip.
Off the dome.
I shoot from the hip. Yeah, I'm off the dome. And I think that's probably why it's really raw and authentic, because none of this stuff is scripted. Like I'll see it and I might do 1 or 2 takes, but it's straight off the dome. Because I really watch content. Like when I watch your content, I'm formulating my rebuttal. Like I'm like, so when he was like, it's full of whores and retards, like, bitch, you can't say that shit no more. So since you want to play like bet, watch this.
Right.
Watch this. I'm gonna flip it on you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to you right back. So that's why I don't say, son, what's up?
Yeah.
I don't know how I got a frost victim.
Okay. I'm doing a podcast right now.
Why?
So
Why don't you just put up the green screen?
it's too late for the green screen. All right. So give me a minute. All right. I'll come help you over some. All right.
Wait, can we go to the gun?
We go this weekend.
Yes. Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow actually. Yeah, it's Saturday. Yeah, we'll go. Shut the door, kiddo. Yeah, when you're disingenuous like that.
I love this, Matt. I just love Big Matt. I mean, I live the same freaking life, man. My kids are always, they don't give a fuck. Like, Matt, I'm on a podcast, dude. You could be. Hang on, guys. I'm disarming a bomb that's gonna a nuclear. They're like that. Yeah, but fucking Tommy, fucking he stole my. And you're like, shut the fuck.
Yeah, well, they don't even want me until I'm doing a podcast, and they're like, "Hey, Dad, by the way."
Yeah, right when you try and I get it.
Yeah, but no, when you say disingenuous things like that, like you can't say retard. You can't say that.
Right.
So since you did, and I'm the guy who can articulate and talk to you a certain way that makes you feel some type of way. Like, what are you gonna do? You want to fight me? Okay.
Right.
You want to fight me over what I say? Okay.
Yeah. What was the one guy you're like, okay, meet me on the corner or at the parking lot of the Walgreens?
I don't know how much reach you have with your podcast.
Uh-huh.
But
right
this
now,
isn't
my feed is a little bit low. It's usually well, honestly, a lot of times I'm talking about 3i Atlas and I put that in the title. But do you have a YouTube page?
Yeah.
Because you can also through this, you can share to your YouTube page. Yeah, why don't if you see on here right now, you can probably tap it and do it if you want.
Let me go to
if you're on your computer, all you have to do is it should up on the right, it should say give you the ability to share.
Oh yeah, I didn't log in to stream this to my audience.
Yeah, it should let you do that. And then it automatically I think should do it.
Let me see, because now I'm logging in. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, sorry about that. Uh-oh. We lost Big Matt. He'll be back in a second. You got to see. I'll show you another one.
Trying to hold it together.
Oh, that's good.
Hold on. Here you are, Matt. You back on?
Yeah. Can you see me?
Sorry about that. Yeah. Yep, I got you. Anyway, but so go ahead. You were just saying, you don't know that my reach is pretty good. It's getting better on YouTube. I usually average about 100 people on the live feed.
Okay. No, the only reason why I asked, was to let people know that, like, for real, like when I give you my location, it's a real like location. I'm not going to bring you to my neighborhood, because the neighbors don't need to be. Hold on, give me 1 second. What is your Samson's World?
Yep.
Let me
put it in, because we got some time still, because I want to talk to you too about the blue face stuff. How I want to see what's happening with that.
Samson's World. Customize. I don't need say changes. Public.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to do too much. But yeah, it's pretty cool because you can share it to your YouTube audience at the same time.
Please select.
What's happening? Action packed. Good to see you in the feed.
Select category.
Complexion connection. Somebody said.
We'll just do.
Somebody said interracial marriage ending due to cultural misunderstanding. That's what we were talking about. Yeah. It makes sense. I mean, people make it hard.
So boom, I should be able to. Should share it. Yeah, it's sharing now. Okay, cool. No, the only reason why I asked was because when I say off in Imperial Oaks in Rayford, there's a parking lot that has a Kroger's, Little Caesars, and then you have like Bahama Mamas. Like I stay like 7 minutes down the road, so when I tell people meet me there, because it's a public area. Like because if you come to my neighborhood. I don't stay in the hood, but I have enough respect for my neighbors. Like I'm not going to bring you because if you come to my house, we're dealing with some other shit. We're dealing with some other shit.
Yeah, you're in Texas.
I don't need neighbors involved. But a public area where there's cameras, we can run. Okay, I'm not because if you're going to drive however many hours to have a confrontation with a guy, you have a problem with
by the time he
like because he's talking about shit that's hurting your feelings. Okay,
right?
Your ass gonna be hurting too. You know what I mean? So,
and then tell me real quick. Okay, so you got involved with the blue face thing, right? Did you ever hear anything back? Let me play. Well, did you see the video? Where so Blueface said, I'm gonna fuck your wife, all this stuff. Then Adam 22, did you see her respond to them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so you saw this.
I saw your little video. At first,
Saw your
I
little
wasn't
video.
down. Normally, I work with well-endowed, well-hung professionals, and you haven't really proven yourself. I don't know what it looks like. But after a long conversation with my husband
Yeah, right. That was a 2-minute conversation.
here, I've decided that I'm willing to make an exception. You have 2 weeks. That should be enough time to get tested, to get your stamina up, to just get all around prepared. I want you showered. You, me, a cameraman, and my husband sitting in a little chair in the corner watching
Why a
us.
little chair,
Let's go.
dude? What is with the cuck? And here's
I
what
saw your little video.
Here's what Blueface said.
And I think you look too motherfucking happy that Adam said you could fuck dead homies. And Adam looks very not like he's just trying to fulfill your fantasies, you know what I mean? I could tell that whatever conversation y'all had, you did a lot of persuading. And Adam had just got to the point where he's just like, man, my wife wants to fuck Blueface. I might so I'm gonna think for my homie and politely decline.
I don't think. What do you think about this, OG Matt? So then,
Did you see my video in
yeah, of
response?
course. Yeah, I saw your video. Let me see if I can. Is it? Let me see if I can pull it up real quick.
The video.
So what did you say? You were telling him you give him the 10 out, the tenant. I mean, just tell people what your response.
I said forget him. You know, he bullshitting. Like, if you really want 10 inches anaconda fuck hammer on the dark meat side, baby.
Yeah, all right, slow down.
I'll
What
be
is
a
what was
huckleberry.
the anaconda fuck hammer? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, that was.
I say that.
I love it.
Like if it's all like that, I'm with it. Get your husband can be in the corner, get the cameras, get a producer, let's go.
So you'd let Adam 22 stay in the corner.
I'm not going to incriminate myself, but I may or may not have already been in that situation. Ain't nothing new to me.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just, I'm
Yeah.
transparent.
Yeah,
I'm so
hilarious.
sincere and sincere.
Yep.
Like I honestly, like that's
And your
nothing.
wife, and I saw on the tape, your wife did not care. I mean, she was like, cool, because what? You're going to be getting money.
Yeah, and I'm not going to leave my wife for it. This is
Right.
an adventure and a job.
Exactly. You bring up a good point right there real quick. I always tell people, I'm like, there is not any pussy on earth that I'm going to leave my wife and my kids for. Do you really think I want to disappoint do you think there's not a woman who, no matter how amazing she is in bed, no matter what it could be, what it is, whatever, that's never going to be enough to get me to be like, oh, let me divide up all my assets. Let me break my whole family up. Like, it's just crazy.
Absolutely not. Plus, I'm black, my wife is white, and we in Texas. She getting everything.
Yeah.
Shit, if I got dreams, the judge would fucking make me get that to her ass. So
That's
no,
hilarious.
but I'm lucky. But as you can see, you know what? I don't even really put my business out like that. Like, oh yeah, my wife and I. There's no one.
Yeah.
But if I got to show you,
it.
if I can show you some bullets on my resume, that's not a problem. Like,
well, so did you get any responses at all from anybody, or
no, because I think all of it was publicity. Because
of course,
if a person was serious, like I'm an opportunist. If you present me with an opportunity, like I knew Blueface was bullshitting, like like
I could have done a video like that too with my wife and just being like, honey, can I go plug away on Lena the Plug and take her to Pound Town? You know what I mean? And just
because here's the thing, like what a lot of people don't know about that world,
mm-hmm.
you really have to be confident in yourself. I know several women and a couple of dudes who are in the industry.
Okay.
And a lot of people have no idea, like, to get your fuck hammer up and there's like 6 people in the room.
Oh, dude, hell no. That's stage fright. I know a guy named I Will Pounder. He's a porn star out here. I thought that's a great name. But yeah, no, I mean, most men, especially getting to our age, a lot of men are getting enhancements and stuff, pills and all this shit. So to get hard on the spot, with a crew, and now that's a complication. So a lot of men have a hard time peeing at the baseball game with an open trough. You know what I mean?
You know, you're doing certain positions, and there's a guy with a big ass camera like 36 inches away from your asshole just to get a good angle. Like, do you know how focused you have to be to not be like, could you get the camera? I can feel the heat.
You said
I can feel the
36
heat from this big camera on
Uh,
my ass cheeks, and I'm supposed to remain. So Blueface wouldn't go do that, man.
no,
And he's from
Blueface.
LA. They would make fun of him. They would
Hell
clown
no.
him.
In that video, he looks like about 10 seconds in after busting out, he'd be like,
Yeah.
Blueface. I mean, he's too drugged up on Xanax or whatever the hell he's on to fuck for any amount of time. I mean, I think that's what kids don't understand. They watch porn and they think it's all this, just fucking.
They have no idea of something called editing.
Yes, editing. And also too that, and I think that's part of the problem with pornography. I love pornography, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I think most men, they think the way to fuck is to just start going to Pound Town. And they don't understand most women want to be aroused first, or a woman has to be in the mood, especially the older, like my wife. Holy shit, man. I got to have the dishes done. I took the kids are in bed. Oh, you took the kids in bed? Oh my God. I saw that you cleaned up that corner in the kitchen. You know what I mean? That's what turns my fucking wife on now, dude. It's not
women.
I can
say women are like 57 Chevys, man. You just can't get in a 57 Chevy and drive. You got to warm it up. You got to invest some time.
Grease it up. Oh my God.
Yeah,
but
you got to warm up.
Nobody wants to watch fucking warm up in a
Yeah.
porn. We want to
that's soap operas. That's soap opera shit. Be like, oh God.
Yeah. And
let's
women
make love, honey. Like, what? Make love? What is this? Where's the recipe?
No.
Where's
And then the biggest problem I find too is when men are about to come, women are just starting to warm up.
Yep.
And I've found the whole thing about mastering, an orgasm, making a woman come and everything is a man not like, oh my God, because we're holding it. I'm like, we have to get hard and we have to hold back this shit. A woman just has to be able to, I'm just waiting to come.
Yeah.
Right. To receive. And I'm not, women are, that's why, we deserve that as men. But most men I've found don't really care about giving a woman an orgasm. But it's that thing, like, we don't realize that when we're just pretty much about there, you're like, oh, how is it? The woman's like, it's good. It's okay. Like, oh shit, you're not even there. I'm here.
Like, you got about another 30 minutes. What?
Yes.
Like,
yep.
So I'm gonna blow my asshole out trying to hold this shit back.
Lucky
for me, like, I make
sure,
I make sure that, my wife comes first.
Sure. Yeah.
Like,
that's what you have
sure,
to
like, it has to, like, I'm a Libra, so I'm gonna make sure you get yours before I get mine. And if I don't get mine, I don't care, because a woman who had an orgasm is a happy woman.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I tell my wife that. I'm like,
no one's ever been mad coming. So
right.
If you make her come.
Yeah. Don't you notice, like, after that, your wife's the demeanor is like, oh, okay, yeah, oh yeah, Mexican sounds good tonight. All of a sudden you're like, oh, I don't want Mexican. And you're like, yeah, Mexican sounds.
If you really want to arouse your wife, that's a trick. If you really want to get her really oh my God, like feeling freaky, take her to a gun range.
Oh, interesting. Let her
take
fire.
Take your old lady to a gun range. It's something I've noticed with women. They get real stimulated.
Interesting.
I don't know what it is, but I've noticed that in a lot of my homegirls. Like, it's like something about shooting that just really. Yeah.
Hey, I trust you, big man. I mean, shit. No, I'm always looking for the tip.
They're gonna feel funny in a good way.
Aroused. Okay. Yeah, I do that too. If my wife gets like a Thai massage or something, she usually comes back, and also my wife, gets some drinks in her. That always helps too. It's just, people, but I think that's very interesting. Like, we don't have proper sex education. Like, could you imagine if, I always say this too, we'd have less mass shooters if sex was just legal everywhere. If those little disgruntled, mostly, white boys could get some pussy, I think a lot of bar fights, mass shootings would not happen. A lot of those times.
Pussy helps, but pussy gets people killed.
I know my wife. She like, you just like to say it. I'm like, no. It's an orgasm is like the closest you get to God. It's like the only thing you can do really, I mean, we do it with drugs and alcohol, but you don't need it. That feeling is like you're both connecting, especially those magical times where you can actually come at the same time. Like, oh man, forget
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
that's a wonderful thing. You know,
That
and to be honest with you, a lot of people, you know, on a more serious note about sex,
Yep.
we have fun with it. It's very like people have no idea how powerful that shit is. Like sex
Yeah.
is powerful.
Yeah.
And it's I think sex has been hoarded out, monetized to where we forget the importance of
Right.
you
Yeah.
know,
And religioned out. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
my wife is Catholic, you know, I'm Jewish. I always say wear cashews. And it's like I always say, you know, my wife, it's like so much of her, like, you know, we almost had, you know, oh, we can't do, yeah, we can do that. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
we can do that too. There's so many things in religion you're told. Most women are like, no, missionary, or it's only to make babies, and doggy style. No,
Yeah.
that's for hoes. And like, no, that's
Yeah.
for doggy style.
That's for proper angle, baby.
Exactly. I
That's
mean,
the,
yeah, that's,
you know,
that's when you get to Pound Town and everything. So
yeah,
I don't know.
man.
I just think you're right. I think it's the education. And like if we treated sex like, you know, really, but you would have to teach men, like they'd have to be, I don't know, there needs to be some like chakra teacher to be like, here's how you hold out.
Yeah, I mean, you would have
I
to.
spell big. I spell encyclopedia in my head sometimes when I'm getting close. I think if I have to go think of like, oh, I'm at the mall shopping with my mom, like, don't come, you know what I mean? Like, I
I think we should dial it back. It's not more or less teaching about sex.
Yeah.
I think if young boys were taught to be a little bit more in tune with their emotions,
Yes, exactly.
I think that's another thing that disconnects a lot of men. Me being one of them, I'm not going to sit up here and talk big shit. We're all young boys have been really hardened to not show our emotions. Women are emotional, and when I say women are emotional, I'm not meaning it in a bad way, but emotional meaning that is, it's not hidden in their identity. You know what I'm saying? Like they're emotional, they're nurturers.
Yes.
If we are hardened, it's going to be extremely hard for us to connect on an emotional, and that ties into sex too. If a woman, because when a woman has sex, she's technically opening herself up to you.
Yes, I mean,
and if you're not capable of opening up, you guys won't align, and that's real. You know, as much as I talk shit, Pound Town, and the kind of fuck hammer, and all that crazy shit. When I strip everything down, it really comes down to the point of if you're not emotional or in tune with your emotions to connect with a person on an emotional level, as intimate as sex.
Yeah.
You know, it's not going to be as good as it could possibly be.
And I think like that's because most men they don't know. I'd like to see a survey of what percentage of men know how to give a woman an orgasm or even care to get, because like you're saying, like our culture, movies, everything has all been about a dude just busting a nut.
Yeah.
And it's not about, no, can you actually hold? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I have times, you know, I make my wife come, but then there's times it's so good. I'm like, oh, all right, I'm going to catch you later in the afternoon. You know, like it's like I'm an athlete, so I'm not satisfied. Like it's on my head all day. If I bust early, I'm like, oh shit, all right, you know, because it's interesting when when the woman doesn't go first, then the man's like, oh shit, you know. It's funny. I always say like a man after we bust a nut, we're more like women. We're more like, oh, I'm thinking about this situation. Do I really want to be here? Did this? Holy shit, man. Now, like, you're not as stimulated as you are. Whereas when the woman comes first, you're like, okay, I did it. I don't feel like a man.
You feel
if I bust before my wife and it's just like, oh, okay, we'll try later. Like, oh, damn it. Fuck. You know, I'm like, you know, it makes me feel good because when my wife does, I'm like, yes, like, I gave you this feeling. I feel good. You feel great as well.
Because if she don't come, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's brutal. And
don't tell me that shit. I'm worried now. Like,
I hate that. That's the worst.
Hey, go in the drawer and get my rose, baby. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay, honey. We can try again later. I'm like, you bitch,
Yeah,
stop
we're
it.
gonna give me 5 minutes. We're going back.
Right. But then it's hard too. It's like the kids are knocking on the door. It's like, Dad, Dad, can you come outside? Are you coming? I'm like, no. I'm like, and neither is your mom,
Right. Yeah. And you know what? I was talking to my wife about that. I was like, the kids got to be either knocked the fuck out,
yeah,
or not in the house. I was like, because I've walked in on my mom, and I know how I was created. I don't need to see the shit, and it just makes me uncomfortable. Like, like I told my wife, I was like, dude, if I had the money, I would soundproof our room.
Yeah.
I would soundproof it, everything. Yeah. Like, you can't hear nothing because, and I'm not trying to be weird, but
no, but you bring up a good point. It's like, and
kids
also with
they're curious.
Oh,
it's just like
women cannot shut it out. That's I think the difference between men and women. My wife will be like, you could just come anywhere, couldn't you? She's like, you could just fuck, So I was like, well, but with them, they're like, no, the kids are screaming, they're gonna come in, or the laundry's about, we have to go, and I only have 20. Like, I realized, like, my wife really has to be in the mood in order for us, because we'll even be, no matter what, if I'm still, I haven't busted, I'm holding out for everything, she'll still be like, why don't you just go? I'm just, mentally, men don't mentally have to be there. Women do in general.
Yes. Yes. And the thing is, like, we daydream. We can think about fucking and be like, I'm ready to go.
Right.
Yeah.
It is interesting.
Silky, make sure the woman has an orgasm and satisfied for you.
Yeah.
Silky sweet. Yeah. Actually, my wife.
That's why I go down on women, and tall women, I actually go up on them. But but it's like, I mean, that's that, and I think that goes with men as we mature. When we're younger, we're like, yeah, man, I fucked the shit out of her. And the girl's like, dude, he busted in 2 seconds and left,
Yep.
And I think as men, we do that. Yeah. Like the old, I fucked the shit out of her. Like, dude, no, you didn't, but I think as men, we get more mature. We're like, oh, I want to take a woman out to dinner. I want her, I'm turned on by the littler things, like you're older, and my wife is like, hi, touch the back. Oh shit, you're touching me, just little compliments. Like, men at our age don't need a lot, you know what I mean? And it's just,
my wife walks up in public places and grabs my dick. So, you're gonna give me that big black dick tonight? Scare all the white people. Oh my God,
that's hilarious. In church,
you're gonna take me to Pound Town with that big black dick, baby.
Oh my God.
We're at McDonald's.
We're at McDonald's.
You give her that Big Mac, huh?
Yeah, that Big Mac.
Oh yeah, like
it's hilarious. Hey, Big
crazy.
Mac, have you gotten on stage at all yet, man? Have you tried stand up?
Nah, I'm that's one of my biggest fears, and I think this is where the lines are blurred with my comedic prowess and social media than the stage.
Of course. It's a totally different beast,
Yeah, and my buddy, he does stand up.
Yeah,
he does stand up, and he's so better than me because and funny thing is, he commanded a platoon. I was a platoon sergeant.
Okay, wow.
So standing in front of soldiers and giving commands is completely normal to me, but standing in front of a crowd of people, I tell jokes, but I don't like writing. I freestyle shit. Like, I have no.
And you can do that still, because you could go up freestyle and you'd be like, oh, everybody be like, dude, that was funny when you said that shit, and then you're just like, okay, I'll just say that shit again. And you're, that's kind of how I build my stand up.
I don't know, man. I think I might need to smoke some weed, or maybe be numb or something. Like, people tell me, I've been told my whole life I should have been a stand-up comedian, because I'm sort of biased with comedy now anyway, because I'm old enough to see the changing of the guards. Like, the reason why I say my 2 favorite comedians are Richard Pryor and George Carlin, and Red Fox, but Rich and George is because Rich made fun of himself. You don't hear too many comedians make fun of themselves. And growing up in the whole house, a brothel, you have unlimited potentials of characters, Johns, prostitutes, blah, 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 that that you can just shoot the shit. George Carlin, he was a philosopher.
Brilliant. Yeah.
While making fun of
comedy.
Yeah, and that's God. I love that. I love taking words, manipulating them, and philosophizing because you can talk about real shit by making fun of it, but people are like, "But he's not fucking lying." Like, exactly. So someone said in the comments, freestyle. I would give it a shot. I mean, I'm like this. If I give it a shot and I do good,
come on, Big Matt.
I'll probably see where it goes. But right now, how I am on social media.
Do you think you could get Phil a comedy club right now, with your following? What do you have on Instagram? You have a lot on Instagram too.
Oh, dude.
But do you feel like if you're like, hey guys, this is OG Matt, I'm gonna fucking do a comedy show at Hal's Barbecue and Grill, or wherever the fuck in Texas, could you get people out?
Probably I could. I have 193,000, which is weird. I had 170 3 days ago. So
you had 170 and you're at what now?
193,000.
Okay, so you got 20,000 in 3 days. Yeah, so
dude, and once again, so far in the last 30 days, and the only reason why I'm sharing this is because I'm still fucking mind blown because I didn't set out for this.
No, I get it.
Most people are like, I'm about to do this. I didn't set out for any of this shit. I just got tired of TikTok. Every time I say certain things, community guideline violations.
I know. Yeah, I was gonna say you couldn't say anything.
I have 964,000 followers.
Okay.
It makes no sense.
On YouTube?
Huh?
On YouTube?
YouTube, that I don't know, because YouTube is just extremely hard. It's a harder grind.
I do this show live every day.
I got 3,000. 3,000 subscribers right now. But I was gonna say I have almost 1 million. I don't say followers, supporters on TikTok.
Okay.
And I only get 500 views. That makes no sense.
No, they shadow.
I should be having 10%. If I have damn near 1 million, nothing short of 9,000 to 10,000 views. Yeah. Because I should be going to the people who follow me.
Right.
And I'm it makes no sense.
Yeah, you should almost get if you have 1 million followers and you put a video out, you should almost automatically get 1 million followers because your people are here's what's on yours, but that's
consuming.
I'll have videos they'll let me talk about Diddy, but if I talk about some other, Trump or something, they'll get 500 views or, hold on 1 second. I got my son calling me real quick. Hey, what's up, Charlie?
Could you pick me up really fast today?
Jeez, dude, really fast? Why so fast?
Because I just want to go home.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll be there in a minute.
Live.
Okay.
All right. Love you. Bye.
What?
Ask him. He'll tell you.
Yeah, I'll tell you what's going on.
You came in here, Jean Grey. Don't whisper. Ask. Do you think I would listen? Do you think I would be sitting up talking to this man?
No, but I'm going to go to my friends.
Who, Serenity? Okay. Now for the sleepover and stuff.
Yeah.
So when you leaving now?
After I pack my stuff.
All right. Come see me before you leave.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and we'll wrap it up too in a minute. What did she want to ask me, Matt?
Nothing. No. I swear if you say it.
That's
okay. What did you just say in regards to talking about Diddy, but if you talk about someone else?
Oh yeah, I was saying that on TikTok they'll allow me.
Come here, Gene. Listen what he's gonna say.
Allow me to talk about Diddy. The honesty, they'll let you talk about a black man and that, but when you Luigi Mangione, they take my account down. Charlie Kirk, they take my account down. there's so much censorship. Donald Trump, they take my account down. Okay. Yeah, I'm not. I know I look like one.
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't be on a podcast with a guy who supported Donald Trump. Everyone would be in the room because they'd be like, "What's wrong with that? He's cussing."
Yeah, right. Isn't that interesting though? Because her impression probably my kids in LA, nobody that looks like me is a Trump supporter, really, but probably everybody, a lot of people in Texas that look like me are a Trump
fuck
supporter.
yeah.
And it's got to be so hard, just seeing like all these people like, oh, we love you, but yeah, we are gonna vote for, you're like, how do you
Vote
do
for a
this?
rapist and a pedophile,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I mean, also, and in LA, we have our whole, Latino community here is just like, how are you okay with, and also just that he's not a man. I would never teach my children like to call a woman stupid or to talk to other
Miss
people.
Piggy or grab him by the pussy.
Yeah, he's a fourth grade bully that would
Mhm.
get in trouble and be in the principal's office and be like, Don, we do not talk. You don't talk to people like that, and you're gonna he'd get kicked out of the school.
But you know what? He doesn't say that to men.
No, that's very interesting point.
He doesn't say it to me because I'll punch a president. I don't care about your title.
Big Matt, you and I need to get in the Oval Office and just be like, yes, Mr. President, over here. Like, call me stupid. I'll be like, you're stupid.
Like, call me stupid. There wouldn't be a Secret Service that could move as fast as me before this fist drives to your face and knock you out. I'll take an ass whooping. If I can beat up the president, I'll take an ass whooping. Hell yeah, beat my ass, because guess what? We're viral. Today in the news, big black guy knocked out Donald Trump. He took an ass whooping, but he has a few testicles in each hand. Somebody ain't gonna be able to have babies no more.
He'd have to try and say you were Somalian,
right?
I mean, can you believe all that stuff? Man, I cannot believe the open racism of the administration and like the Laura Loomers, the fact that they're just letting people. I mean, they don't understand, like, we're going to change it back. You know what I mean? Like, you're doing all these things, you're saying all these things. We're going to hold you accountable.
And see, that's the thing. Like, see, I'm so far past, like, I'm like, how come none of you bitches is smacking them in the mouth?
Right.
Like,
that's
this is why,
more,
you know Jolly Ginger, right? Do you know Jolly Ginger?
Yeah, that dude. Yep.
Okay, that's my homie, U.S. Army Overlord. Those are my buddies. Okay. I'm not outside. I'm not outside with them. Because I'm the motherfucker that'll get everyone arrested. Like, I'm not playing. Like, I'm not playing this game with these people. Like, I kid you not. Like, you say something racist, my goal is to drive my fist through your face. I'm smacking you. It's not going to be. No one's safe. There is no safe space.
I would love to see that, Matt. I mean, I think that's the best part about you building your following. That's why I'm really building mine. Is to one day get in those spaces to be able to talk like this, because I think there is such a need for voices like you and I. I mean, especially for you, especially for me, like you said. I mean, I recognize there's very few white men who talk and speak like I do, and white people generally don't like the way I speak. You know what I mean? And but I think, I really have enjoyed this conversation, because I think you and I together too can really, I want to collaborate with you on, we need to have a town hall and we'll just start going after racist people.
Yeah, I mean, because who's going to say something?
Right. And I think
like if I'm talking shit, make me shut up. Exactly. Make me shut up.
And I think a good example, which white people don't understand when they wear these red MAGA hats, is like, your daughter perceives me as like, it's almost like, Daddy, is he okay to talk? Like, did he vote for Trump? You know what I mean? And you have to explain that I wouldn't talk to this man if I think if more white people understand, they might say, it doesn't mean I'm racist, but to children, like what it really means, I think they wouldn't wear it as proudly.
Well, definitely.
They would. You see the flags and all that shit. I'm just like, please.
A lack of culture and identity.
Yes. Yeah.
Because you don't even do that. Like, you would think a person would fly a flag of their child. Like, this is my child. I am proud of my child. I have a hat that has my child on it.
Right.
Honor roll. My child is better than your fucking child. No, it's a fucking guy who's a 34-time convicted felon, an adjudicated rapist, and a pedophile.
Yep.
All because you don't like Hispanic people.
Right. That's crazy.
But this goes to show that no one's been getting their ass kicked.
Yeah.
Like tasting blood in your mouth makes you reevaluate your choice words and decisions. And if not, then you just become the pin cushion. Okay, you just do it until you're just I don't know, but I'm no longer creating safe spaces, and this is why I talk the way I talk on social media, because You know, I learned to talk shit from black women, and I learned how to fight from black men. So I'm gonna hurt your motherfucking feelings. I'm gonna say you're racist.
Yeah.
Fine, I like to race. I'm a racist then, because
Yeah.
anything that's an IST means you're proficient in it. You know, chemist, scientist, etc. So whatever. You don't have power over
See,
here.
man, you got that's a stand-up bit right there. You got it. You got it. All right, man. I'm gonna
Look.
hold you to this, Matt. Let's get a show up in Texas. I'll fly in. I'll host it for you or whatever.
If I say I'm gonna do a comedy show, somebody gonna be like, "Yo, get your ass down here."
Yeah, you'll get people there. I'll come in. I'll do a feature for you. And all you could just host it, so that takes pressure off you, and then you can just just book a couple other comics. We'll fill the room. That'd be fun.
Okay, you know what? That's something I'll work on, man.
Yeah, for real.
Cross it off my bucket list.
Come on now. I mean, people, you're starting to pop. I'm good at. I have a talent with recognizing people, before they pop, or recognizing talent. So it's just, yeah, you should definitely pursue stand-up. If anything, you could be making some decent money. If you can get people there, the comedy club will book you. It doesn't matter if you're funny. You could bomb the whole hour, and as long as they have a packed house, people eating and drinking, do this all day.
Okay. All right. Inbox me your number, and we'll definitely, we can make it happen. We'll talk.
Man. Yeah, this is great. I think we could probably talk forever. So let's do this again. And I appreciate you. And and
anytime you want to do another podcast, hit me up, man. I got you. Don't even worry about it.
All right, I do it every day. So yeah, for sure. Yeah, we gotta talk about some more shit. So
all right, sounds good, man. It was an honor being on your show, and thank you for having me up, man.
Of course. Thank you. Have a great weekend.
All right, you too, man.
All right, peace. Talk to you. All right, guys. This is Samson's World. I'm Secret Service Sam. Thank you to Matt, Big Matt. That was a great interview, great talk. If you missed it, go back and watch this episode. It's educational for everybody. We went over sex, love, race, everything. I mean, everything you need to know to be a man or a woman. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great day. Secret Service Sam out. Samson for president of the world. Oh, yeah. The world.
Can you freestyle rap at all? Not yet. Doesn't it appear to be extremely coincidental that you guys arrest people right outside of Governor Newsom's press conference? Is this really just a show of power?